Falling in love can be an overwhelming and confusing experience, especially when you're not sure whether the person you're interested in feels the same way. The signs that someone is developing feelings for you can be subtle, sometimes almost impossible to spot unless you know what to look for. If you're noticing certain behaviors, such as frequent nervousness, deep interest in your personal life, or moments of shyness, it could very well mean that he's falling for you, but is unsure of how to approach the situation. Love is a complicated emotion that doesn't always come with clear, loud declarations. Often, it's shown in small, quiet gestures that speak volumes. It's the way he becomes nervous when you're around, or how he tries to make eye contact with you, even when it's just for a split second. These subtle actions can be more telling than words, especially when he remembers tiny details about you that you might have forgotten. Whether it's recalling your favorite coffee order or the way you like to spend your weekends, his attentiveness to the little things reveals his growing affection. One of the most powerful signs that someone is falling for you is their protective nature. This doesn't mean he's controlling or overbearing, but instead, he'll act in small ways that show he cares about your well-being. He might ensure you're safe when you leave a gathering, or he could show concern for your comfort in social situations. This subtle protectiveness is his way of demonstrating that he values you and wants to make sure you're always okay. Jealousy is another powerful emotion that often accompanies the early stages of love. While it's not necessarily healthy in excess, mild jealousy can indicate that someone is beginning to develop deep feelings for you. If he gets uncomfortable when other people talk to you or spends a bit too much time observing your interactions with others, it could be because he's realizing that he doesn't want to share your attention with anyone else. A person who's falling for you also tends to show a great deal of interest in your future. They won't just ask about your day or your current plans, but will inquire about your long-term goals. They want to know where you see yourself in the next few years, what your dreams are, and how they might fit into that future. It's not about being intrusive. It's about a genuine desire to connect on a deeper level and potentially be a part of your life moving forward. However, despite all these signs, someone who is falling for you might still act shy or distant. It's common for people to hesitate or feel unsure about expressing their emotions, especially if they fear rejection or are uncertain about how you feel. This can lead to them pulling away at times or seeming distant, even though their feelings are growing stronger by the day. This confusion is part of the emotional roller coaster of falling in love, wanting to connect deeply while also being unsure how to navigate the vulnerability that comes with it. All these signs combined can help you understand whether the person you're interested in is falling for you too, but maybe struggling to express it. His actions, though subtle, are his way of showing that he cares deeply and is just waiting for the right moment to take that leap forward. 1. He gets nervous when you're around. When someone is falling for you, nervousness is a natural reaction. He may feel an extra flutter in his chest when you're around, even if it's just for a casual conversation. His heart might race, his palms get sweaty, or he could fidget with his hands or clothing. It's not because he's uncomfortable with you, but because his emotions are heightened. The idea of impressing you or saying the right thing makes him more self-aware, causing those subtle signs of nervousness. It's an indication that he cares about how he appears to you and doesn't want to mess up. 2. He always tries to make eye contact. Making eye contact is a clear sign that someone is interested in you. When he's falling for you, he will frequently try to catch your gaze, even if it's just for a moment. This isn't always about staring intensely, but about sharing subtle, meaningful looks that can create a sense of connection. Eye contact is a way for him to express his feelings without using words. When he locks eyes with you, it shows that he's focused on you, eager to engage, and wants to create a deeper bond. If he avoids eye contact, it could signal that he's too shy or uncertain. 3. He remembers little details about you. When someone is genuinely falling for you, they tend to remember the small things you mention, even in passing. Whether it's your favorite food, a hobby you casually talked about, or something you said months ago, he'll recall these details and bring them up in conversation. This shows that he listens closely and values what you say. It's not about the big events, but about the little moments that make you who you are. His attention to these details reflects his genuine interest in getting to know you on a deeper level. 4. He gets jealous when other people talk to you. Jealousy can be an unspoken sign that someone has strong feelings for you. If he becomes visibly uncomfortable or protective when other people talk to you, it might be because he's developing feelings for you, but is unsure of how to express them. His jealousy isn't about controlling you, but rather a sign that he values your attention and doesn't want to share it with others. It's a subtle indication that he sees you as more than just a friend and is beginning to care deeply about the idea of you being close to someone else. 5. He's always available when you need him. When someone is falling for you, they make sure to be there for you whenever you need them. Whether it's offering help, providing a listening ear, or simply being present, he'll prioritize your needs. If you reach out to him, he won't hesitate to drop what he's doing or rearrange his schedule to assist you. His willingness to be available shows that he cares about you deeply and wants to support you in any way possible. It's not just about being there for the big moments, but also for the everyday things that matter to you. 6. He asks about your plans for the future. When someone is falling for you, they start to show interest in your long-term goals and aspirations. He'll ask about your plans for the future because he wants to know where you see yourself going and whether your paths might align. Whether it's about career ambitions, travel dreams, or personal goals, his questions reveal a desire to understand your values and what matters most to you. It's also a subtle way for him to see if there's room for him in your future and to gauge if you both might have a shared vision down the road. 7. He's protective over you, even in subtle ways. A person falling for you will often express protectiveness in small, thoughtful actions. This doesn't mean he's controlling, but he'll show concern for your well-being in subtle ways. For instance, he might make sure you're safe when walking home at night, or he might quickly step in if he notices someone treating you poorly. His protectiveness could also show through checking in on you when you're feeling down, or offering help when you least expect it. These gestures reveal that he cares deeply for you and wants to ensure you're always okay, even if he doesn't openly say it. 8. He finds reasons to touch you casually. When someone is falling for you, casual touches can become a way for them to express affection and closeness without being too obvious. He might lightly touch your arm during a conversation, offer a reassuring pat on the back, or find an excuse to brush against you in a crowded space. These touches aren't forced, but feel natural, and they're often a reflection of his desire to feel closer to you. It's his way of subtly expressing his feelings, creating a connection without having to speak the words. These gestures can build intimacy and show that he's comfortable around you. 9. He frequently compliments you. When he's falling for you, compliments become a frequent part of his conversations. He'll notice the little things about your appearance, your personality, or your actions that others might overlook. Whether it's about how you look, something you've achieved, or the way you make him feel, his compliments will seem genuine and thoughtful. It's not just about making you feel good. It's his way of expressing admiration and affection for you. These compliments show that he pays attention to you and appreciates not just your outer beauty, but also the deeper qualities that make you unique. 10. He opens up to you about personal things. When someone is falling for you, they start to feel comfortable enough to open up about their personal life, fears, and vulnerabilities. He may share past experiences, dreams, or insecurities that he doesn't typically talk about with others. This willingness to be open and honest reflects a growing trust and a desire for emotional intimacy. It shows that he feels safe with you, and he values your opinion and understanding. By letting you into his personal world, he's allowing you to see a more authentic side of him, one that he may not show to just anyone. 11. He often laughs at your jokes, even the small ones. When someone is falling for you, they tend to find joy in even the smallest things you say or do. If he laughs at your jokes, even the ones that aren't particularly funny, it shows that he values your sense of humor and enjoys your company. His laughter is a way of showing that he likes being around you and he's interested in your personality. He may laugh to make you feel good, or because he genuinely enjoys the moments you share together. It's a subtle, yet clear sign that he's emotionally connected and happy in your presence. 12. He tries to spend as much time as possible with you. When someone is falling for you, they'll actively look for opportunities to spend time with you. Whether it's by suggesting plans, inviting you to events, or simply finding reasons to be around, he will prioritize moments together. Even if it's something small like grabbing coffee or running errands, he'll be eager to join you. This is his way of showing that he enjoys your company and wants to build a stronger connection. The more time he spends with you, the more he wants to get to know you, not just on the surface, but deeply, in every aspect of your life. 13. He engages in conversations that lead to deeper connections. When he's falling for you, the conversations tend to move beyond small talk. He'll ask you questions that dive into your thoughts, feelings, and experiences, aiming for deeper, more meaningful discussions. Whether it's about your childhood, personal beliefs, or your dreams for the future, he's interested in understanding who you really are. These conversations create a stronger emotional bond and allow both of you to connect on a more personal level. By encouraging these deeper exchanges, he's showing that he values emotional intimacy and wants to build a lasting connection that goes beyond surface-level interactions. 14. He remembers your favorite things and brings them up. When someone is falling for you, they pay close attention to the little things that make you happy. He'll remember your favorite food, color, song, or movie, even if you mentioned them in passing a long time ago. He'll bring these things up in conversation or surprise you with them, showing that he's not only listening, but also caring enough to keep those details in mind. This attentiveness reflects his deep interest in you and his desire to make you feel understood and valued. It's a small yet powerful way of showing that he truly cares about what makes you, you. 15. He shows interest in your hobbies and passions. When someone is falling for you, they'll take an active interest in the things you love. Whether it's a hobby, a sport, or something you're passionate about, he'll ask questions, join in, or support you in your pursuits. He's not just being polite, he genuinely wants to understand what excites you and what makes you happy. By showing interest in your hobbies, he's also showing that he wants to be a part of your world and connect with you on a deeper level. This helps build a stronger bond and shows he values not just who you are, but what you care about. 16. He often acts a bit shy or distant, unsure of how to approach you. When someone is falling for you, but unsure of how to express their feelings, they may come across as shy or distant at times. He might act reserved or avoid getting too close, unsure of how to approach you without making things awkward. This behavior is often driven by the fear of rejection or uncertainty about how you feel. Despite this hesitation, his feelings are strong, and he may still look for small ways to connect, even if he seems distant. It's a sign that he cares, but he's just unsure about how to take the next step.